Didn't have the specs up here, so I'll cut all of your questions short and I'll answer them all right now. What's my story? I ended up going to college and then ended up moving to Miami, Florida, of all places. Took a job down there because I am in the design professions. Thought that was my ticket. Ended up getting royally screwed by the folks that I worked for. So left Miami, came back to the great state of Kansas, where I took a teaching gig at Kansas State, teaching design studio for next to no money. But it was fun, it was great, it was limited. So when the following June of 2007 rolled around, I found myself out of work for the better part of 8 months. That's when Jessica Opat and I kind of reconnected, and I remember sitting out in her driveway that summer. We drank a little bit of beer, and the whole notion of, well, what are we doing for the reunion came up, and I didn't have an answer. So, Jessica kind of planted the seed, and now I live and work in St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm thankful to be still working there. And so planning for this began in summer of 2007. Our website was established in the fall of 2007. Hopefully all of you here know about that now. We began planning and doing informational stuff in the summer of 2008, and we finalized all the arrangements earlier this year. So everything that we've done has taken a lot of effort. I just want to help you guys understand a little bit of that. Now on to the visual stuff. We all know that me talking is not doing much here. What I do want to mention is, you guys have heard, and you probably saw, for those of you that purchased electronic tickets, Millenium Foundation. Okay, what is this? It was a notion that rather than simply be a class and an organization and a group that gets together once every decade or so to throw a party and see each other, that we did a little bit more than that. It was an opportunity for us to establish an organization wherein some type of regular contribution could be made by the class in total, and then help the community of Gary County, Junction City. So on our website, here it is, JCHS 99, there is a link to Millenium Foundation, and anyone at any time can make any dollar amount donation through PayPal. It is secure. Okay? There's a link on the website to do that. Now, kind of the nuts and bolts of how this should work and how we get there and who we donate to are still being in the process, but it is its own entity. It has its own account, it has its own tax ID number. This is what I spent my nights worrying about and trying to make sure we had the paperwork in order. So I want you to know that that's there for us, it's for you, it's for me, it's for we. And we want to help find ways in the Junction City community to give back. Okay? So if you have ideas, please share them. And as a part of our website, we also have an intranet, so anyone who's interested in helping, you get an email address, you can come here, you can keep tabs on things. I don't work for Google, but my God, this is wonderful. They set up our sites. All we do is pay a very modest fee to reserve the URL, and they give us all this stuff in return. So, if you're interested, at least for right now, I'm the guy that's working on that with Jessica's help. We would love to have additional volunteers and maybe make this into something. All right. Hope that looks familiar. Those were our graduation announcements a decade ago. And I know you can't read that, but May 23rd, so we're a decade in a few weeks. It was a Sunday, it was sunny, we got lucky to have an outdoor graduation. There we go. There's history in the making. These came from the yearbooks, so thank you for those of you who run the yearbook staff. By the way, the high school has changed, for those of you who have driven past it.
Freshman success.
There are 4 kids up in the top right you might recognize. Matt Addick is not here tonight. Mike and Lori and myself, however, are. Nice hair, Mike. That was for homecoming when we decorated the graduation day. Greg Springston has moved on. He's no longer this principal. James Wong is also not here. You have a picture in the lower left. Emily, I think that's you. Does the profile look familiar? Yeah. Okay, now, I got a couple of comments about then and now. One of which I can't even believe anymore. We witnessed it, so it's hard to think on it. This was Yahoo's homepage in 1999. The electronic media is just bizarre. Can you imagine being in high school now? iPods and cell phones, and oh my God, and the internet. I barely remember 28.8 kilobits, coming through the modem. AOL used to be a god, they're not anymore. A couple other items. And then I promise I'll hush.
Good.
If you'll remember homecoming in the fall of 1998, it rained. It was a bad football game. It was awful. But fortunately, we were all there. We had a great time. Those of you that will recall that memory. In January of 1999, the marching band at the high school went to the Cotton Bowl. This year, marching band went to the Cotton Bowl. Only they could compete this time, and they did very well. They did very well, actually. They took first among 8 bands that were there across the nation. Bye My Birdie was a spring musical. The Midsummer Night's Dream was the prom theme that year. And the prom now isn't even held at the high school. They rent space now. In fact, they've had it here, is what they tell me. So, I think the Butler era of transforming the gymnasium is officially over. And talking about the football team. We had a tough year our senior year, but just this past winter, the high school football team had a perfect season, taking the state championship. The high school building is larger. It used to be an administration center over the ravine at the back of the building. It's now part of the high school. All the offices have been moved there. There's a brand new middle school. The old middle school has been converted. It is now simply the freshman academy, as they call it. They moved to a different model of education at the high school. It's more college-like. And last but not least, Junction City has a baseball team now. And you should go drive past the stadium. It looks the best it's ever looked. So anyhow, that's my time. One other item is, at one point in time, we had hoped maybe to have a Sunday kind of lunch potluck tomorrow. Officially, we canceled that, but we encourage people here tonight to kind of touch base. And if you're going to be around or in the area tomorrow, then by all means, have lunch. Pick a location. Have a little bit more fun before ultimately we all end up going back to work anyway. So.
Taco Bell's still open. Go somewhere classy.
Yeah. That's the end of my time. Bar is open until 11:30. DJ's here until 11:30. I want everybody to have a good time. So thanks for listening. Thanks for looking. Please have fun.